We have got the first trade of the 2021 Major League Baseball trade deadline. We have got the Atlanta Braves trading for Joc Pederson from the Chicago Cubs for Bryce Ball. This really starts the rebuild for the Chicago Cubs team. And that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Make sure you check out the winners and losers of the 2021 Major League Baseball draft video that I uploaded just an hour to two ago. So go ahead and check that out. But this involves my favorite team, the Atlanta Braves. And here's the thing. The Braves, you have the Ronald Acuna injury, which I'm super sad about, obviously, as a Braves fan. But Joc Pederson fills a hole here. He's only a one-year, $7 million contract and has a 2022 mutual option. So he's a rental here. He's a half-a-year rental. You give up first base prospect Bryce Ball, which I think might be a little too much to give up, but you've got to get something in this outfield. And Joc Pederson is a good start. He's a guy that is going to hit for a lot of power. And it's going to strike out a lot as well, but this guy's going to hit it for a lot of power. They just cannot be putting out lineups of Abraham Almonte and Abraham Almonte, Heredia, like Arcia. Like, you cannot be putting those lineups out. And I love how Fangraphs is so updated. This guy's only 29 years old, too. And I see this as kind of like a Marcell Ozuna move here. Marcell Ozuna was a guy that was considered to have a lot of power as well. And Joc Pederson, similar to that guy for this Braves team. And maybe he can kind of replace it. Now, his defense is going to be, it could be good, though. Now, Bryce Ball in return is, he's the number 19 Braves prospect for a rental. I don't want to be too picky, but I think this might be a little tad much to be giving up. So far in 2021 with their high A affiliate, the Rome Braves, he's got a 207 batting average with 6 home runs and 30 RBIs. But the big move here is the Braves getting Joc Pederson. Joc Pederson so far in 2021 has repeated his performance. 230 batting average, 11 home runs, and 39 RBIs. I think that this is a good move. This starts the fire sale for the Cubs that we're expecting at the deadline. And this lineup improves quite a bit. Now, he's no replacement for Acuna at all. But this is a guy that could play left, could play center, could play right. He's a versatile outfielder that is going to bring some pop into this lineup. I like it. I like this move a lot. I know that they have to get an outfielder. And this is a move that's kind of like this is a win now move, and I like it a lot by the Braves. Like, I think that this is a very, very good move to win now. It's just not totally say screw the season just because Ronald Acuna got injured. That's exactly not what I wanted. And there's another rumor that the Braves are not planning to trade Freddie Freeman, which I love too. There was no point in trading Freddie Freeman this year. And I don't think that this is a super go-in year, considering Acuna Jr. is even though Acuna Jr. is out. I don't think the Braves are going to sell at the deadline. I think that these core pieces are pretty much there. Now, Freeman, they could work out an extension possibly with him, which could be very good for them. But it's just not the year for the Braves. It's simple enough. But Joc Pederson, this move is good. You get power in your lineup in an outfield that desperately needs it. And for the Cubs here, if you look at the Cubs side, the Cubs get a good prospect in Bryce Ball back. Now, he's not been great this year, but Bryce Ball is a guy who is a pretty solid prospect and somebody that the Cubs should definitely want back. And this starts their fire sale here. I think that they got a good prospect back in return for a half-a-year rental in Joc Pederson right now. And this is kind of the first trade of the 2021 Major League Baseball trade deadline here. But overall, the lineup looks much improved now. Now, it's not anywhere near it was like last year's or anything. But still, you've got a pretty good lineup with Pederson, Freeman, Albies, Riley, Arcia, Swanson, Heredia, Smith, and whoever the starter is at ninth, obviously. But this improves a lot for them. Now, this is like I said, it's a win now move, and I like the win now move. I do. Another move we could talk about is the Angels signing Adam Eaton, which is not a very big deal, but Adam Eaton could be a solid guy there in LA. But back to the Braves acquiring Joc Pederson from the Cubs. I think that this is a big move. Like I said, it starts the Cubs fire sale that is going to happen at the deadline. I didn't see a Joc Pederson really getting moved, but he got moved, and he got moved pretty quickly too. And this is a good move. If I was grading it for both teams, I would give this a B probably for both sides. I think that this is a pretty even trade here. Obviously, there's a lot more control with Bryce Ball, but he's a prospect as well. But, I mean, there's still a lot of guys that could be traded on the Chicago Cubs team. Chris Bryant, Javier Baez, Anthony Rizzo. I mean, even Kyle Hendricks could be traded. Maybe even a Zach Davies as well. Craig Kimbrell's probably on the move. Ryan Tepera could be on the move as well. There's so many guys on this Cubs team that could be traded, and this is just the first of many that is going to be traded, and just one of many in the prospects that they're going to be getting back for these star players that they have, and that's good for the Chicago Cubs team. They need prospects, and they get a prospect back in this trade. Joc Pederson, like I said, maybe the Braves look to re-sign him after the offseason because they still do have some holes in the outfield after this season as well with Acuna. Maybe they could put Joc Pederson as left or center fielder, and that would be pretty good. But the Braves are likely to place Ian Anderson on the 10-day injured list right now. And this is just not very good. The rotation has not been healthy all year. Max Fried has not been good when he's pitching, and he's not been healthy most of the year either. Ian Anderson and Charlie Morton have been really the consistent guys, and we always talk about the bullpen with the Braves because it's so bad. Shane Green has not been a great pickup. Will Smith and A.J. Minter, I think, are good pieces in that bullpen along with Chris Martin and Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson's had a really underrated, very good season this year. But, I mean, if we look at the Braves and their injured list right now, you've got d'Arnaud, who's their starting catcher, and Ronald Acuna, their starting right fielder, and you've got Ozuna and all his crap. And then you've got at least 3 probably starters on the injured list as well with Mike Soroka, Tucker Davidson, and Husker Yanoa, all on the injured list. And Touki Toussaint could be somebody in that bullpen as well. And Grant Dayton is on there as well. They have so many injuries right now, and I don't mean to make that an excuse, but it should be. Pache is probably going to get some time in center field. That's probably why they didn't trade for a center fielder, that he's going to get time there in center field. And maybe they even call up Drew Waters as well and kind of promote the youth movement in Atlanta. But this is a good move. And maybe you can get a performance from Christian Pache or Drew Waters there. That would be a pretty good performance. But I like this trade from both sides. For the Cubs, you go exactly where you need to be going towards the rebuilding. And for the Braves, you get a rental that could be pretty solid for your team. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications because, like I said, 92% of you watch these videos are not subscribed. So go ahead, get your life together, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and leave a like. This is just the first trade of many for the trade deadline. So, yeah, I will keep you updated on this channel, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and peace.